Hello everybody and welcome to what I'm watching for the summer 2021 season. Man, spring just flew by. I thought, winter was stacked, but then spring was like just as stacked. Like maybe not just as stacked, but it was still pretty damn good. So I'm hoping this trend continues and every season in 2021 is really good. That would be nice. To begin with, as always, I'll start with the sequels, move on to the new stuff afterwards. This first one, before I show any pictures or trailers or anything, I'm actually going to give a spoiler warning. It's a sequel, obviously. It's Higurashi SOTSU is the spoiler warning. The spoiler warning is for Higurashi Go because the poster, which I'm going to show behind me, and the trailer probably as well, completely spoils Higurashi Go. So if you haven't seen it and you want to watch it, enter another tab until I start talking about something else, basically. But yeah, so let's go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! There's the graphic. I didn't even click my fingers. Impressive. Higurashi SOTSU, the follow-up to Higurashi Go. Again, I'm not going to talk too in depth about it because I don't want to give spoilers. But let's just say I'm looking forward to seeing how it all comes together. Is it connected to Umineko? Is it not? Who can say? I'm not really going to say more than that just because I don't know how to say anything without spoiling it, quite frankly. And yes, people should have probably seen it if they care, but at the same time, I'm not going to take that risk and have people be mad at me, alright? Moving on. The next sequel I'm watching is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 2, Part 2. So Season 2, originally the first part, I thought it was good, but it took a hell of a long time to get going. Like, when it got going, it was good. But I would say, like, the first half, maybe third of the show was pretty boring. Just going from place to place, just politicking. And I get, yeah, that's an important part of the show. But it was better when everything kicked off, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I'm glad you agree with me, strange internet person. Moving right along, we're getting through these quick. Jesus. Is My Next Life as a Villainess Season 2. Season 1 I watched, not as it was airing, I watched it afterwards, but I thought it was pretty enjoyable, and I'm hoping Season 2 is also enjoyable. Season 1, from what I remember, ended like where the quote-unquote game ended, like the in-universe game that she played, so that will be where she knows what's going on. So this season she should be in the dark, so maybe that'll make it. I'm looking forward to seeing how they how that affects the plot, how her decisions, she doesn't know what she's doing really anymore, you know what I mean. Hi there, quick, so I made an oopsie and I noticed in editing I actually forgot to mention one of the shows that I'm watching this season, which is a bit of a mistake, but here's the other thing we're watching, another sequel. It is Meiji Records Season 2, the Madoka spin-off based on the mobile game, which you can't play in English anymore. At the end of the first season, the main character fell in a hole, and that's where we left off. It was a proper cliffhanger, that's it, middle of the story ending. So hopefully this will finish the story, and things will be good. But hey, thumbs up, back to the video. Okay, the next one, that's all the traditional sequels, straight up season 2s and stuff. Next we have a spin-offy sequel, and then a just straight spin-off next. So the spin-offy sequel we're going to be talking about is the new Love Live Superstar. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. Blimmin' Love Live. Used to love Live. It's really easy to say Love Live. I used to love Live even more. I had a phase. I had a Love Live phase, and I'm over that phase now. I still like it, but I'm over being obsessed with it like I was a few years ago. So that's good. But yeah, no, this one, I don't really know what I'm expecting. Love Live. I don't want to call it a comfort show, but it's just nice. I don't really have any in-depth anything to give for this. It's just nice for me. I just have a good time watching it. If you're unsure, of course they become school idols, so obviously not for everyone. I know some people can't stand idol shows for some reason. They're great. I love every kind of show. But yeah, new Love Live. Looking forward to that. Smaller group this time. I believe the group is only 5 people instead of 9. The other 3 series all have 9 people in the group. So I wonder how that's going to affect everything as well. We'll have to see. And the spin-off that I'm watching is the Honor Student at Magic High School, spin-off of course of the irregular at Magic High School, focusing on Tatsuya's sister Miyuki. I'm really curious to see how this is going to go because unlike something like Railgun, for instance, for Index, or Sword Oratoria for Dan Mackey, in irregular Magic High School, Miyuki is with Tatsuya for most of it, In those other 2 I mentioned, the characters of the spin-off, they have points where they're away from the main character, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering how this is going to work with them, you know, being together most of the time. How I imagine it's going to work is it's going to be set during, you know, where there's a time skip in the original series. Looking forward to seeing how it is. Not too big a fan of Miyuki personally. Like she's probably near the bottom of my favorite girls from that show, but yeah, still looking forward to the show, seeing how it pans out, what happens, because I haven't read the manga or anything. I have no idea. But with that, we're away from, I guess, the linked shows, you know, shows that are linked to something else, and on to brand new stuff. So, first of all, first show I'm going to be watching is SCARLET Nexus, based on the game that's coming out at the end of June, I think. I don't know when this video is going up, so it might have already be out by now. Yeah, SCARLET Nexus. I am going to play the game first, so I'm not going to watch the anime straight away. It's going to be once I finish the game, I'll hop into the anime. But I do want to watch the anime as well. It's really weird they put it out so close to the game. I guess it's a marketing thing, but at the same time, surely that's going to spoil the game's story, so there's less reason to buy it. You know, not sure if I agree with that, which is why I'm waiting, because I want to play the game first, because the game is almost definitely going to be better than the anime. But yeah, hopefully it's good. It's Sunrise, who are also doing Love Live, so hopefully it's an alright, you know, they're not overworked. That would suck. That would really suck. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't really, you know, I kind of have stayed a little bit away from SCARLET Nexus, like news and stuff, just because I saw the first trailer. I was like, I want to play this. And, you know, once I'm convinced, I tend to not really watch any more trailers. Anime looked alright, though. The brief snapshot, I said shot, I didn't say a bad word, snapshot I saw. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'm moderately excited. I guess because I'm not going to watch it straight away, my excitement for this is kind of low. But if it starts and it's good, hey, great. If it's bad, I'll still watch it, you know, whatever. The next show I'm watching is Girlfriend. This is here basically to be my rom-com of the season. So from the synopsis, from what I remember, the dude gets with the love of his life or whatever. He's liked her for however many years. And he gets with her finally. He's like, yes, sweet, awesome. But then some other girl confesses to him. And he's like, why can't I have both? I guess. I don't know if he goes and asks his girlfriend, or if it's like, you know, trying to keep them from meeting each other. We'll have to see. But my guess is he's going out with both, whether they know it or not. So this sounds like it could be trashy and delightful, basically. I think I've mentioned before, these sort of school rom-coms are absolutely my guilty pleasure. School harem rom-coms, let's just throw that in, that's an important part. They're my guilty pleasure, even if, you know, you see a lot, they're all basically the same. I like watching them. They're just there for fun, you know what I mean. Everyone has a kind of show that they like, even though it's, you know, they just keep coming the same sort of thing. Everyone has one. I know you do as well. The next show I'm watching is Remake Our Life. Remake Our Life, from what I remember, this is the one I remember the least from the synopsis. I think it's like he's like a failed game designer or something. Maybe it wasn't game designer, maybe it was like a mangaka or something. And he dies, or he ends up redoing his life basically, and he ends up in college or something. This is just from the synopsis, so it's not a spoiler. He's like in college with like a bunch of people, who of course are all girls, who would then go on to become like top level in whatever their job, their profession was. So I guess he's going to leech off them? I'm not too sure. It sounds like it could be fun. Again, this sounds like it could be another case of the rom-com gone wrong, basically. And I'm all for it, you know. It could be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Before the recording this video, I should have watched the trailers, but I didn't this time. I just kind of decided to watch the trailers will be in here, obviously. I've still decided to watch these things. Hopefully they're good. And the final thing that I am watching is The Detective is Already Dead. Now, there's no real special reason or anything that I decided to watch this. There's definitely no outside influence that's dragged me, and yeah. Okay, real talk, that's not the only reason I'm watching this show. The other reason is because the main girl looks like Origami from Date Alive. No, I jest, that's also not the only reason. But they are the two big reasons. I'd be lying if I said they weren't. The plot synopsis does sound cool, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, basically, yeah. I'm in too deep, guys. I'm in the hole too deep. Anyway, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then sorry, but you are not in the need to know, basically. Essentially, there's some VTubers that are going to be in this show, and I'm kind of excited for that, because I'm far too deep in this hole. Oh god, there's no escape. But no, the show itself should be good. I know I'm talking about that a lot. But that's because that news came out like today or yesterday, so I thought it was kind of out of nowhere. They're also doing like the ending theme for another show, Jahi or something. I think I'm not watching that show yet, unless people tell me to. In the comments, if Jahi's good, tell me, hey, you should be watching Jahi, and then I'll watch Jahi, I guess. As always, this isn't the final list. If something that I'm not watching ends up being raved about and is really, really good, I'll add it to the list and I'll watch it at some point. You know, To Your Eternity last season, I wasn't watching that, but everyone says it's good, so I'll watch it at some point. Tokyo Revengers is another one. Everyone said it's pretty good, so I'll watch that as well at some point. But yeah, that's everything I'm watching for this season. I hope you enjoyed this video whenever it goes out. I don't really know right now. But thank you for watching. Let me know what you're watching and stuff, and let me know if there's anything you think I missed. I didn't miss it, I just wasn't interested, unless I did miss it. Probably unlikely. But let me know what you're watching. We'll have to see when the season starts if anything I've decided to watch is any good. Hopefully I don't get complete duds. I haven't had a season in a long time that was mostly duds. Like most things I watch, I've enjoyed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that continues. But thank you for watching. Case study of Villainess. That was another thing people said to watch out for that I'm not watching. So I'm sure that that's either going to be really good or like I just saw vampires. Vampires really put me off. Am I the only one who is put off by vampires just to completely cut off my ending? Like I see vampires in something and it just immediately turns me off and I'm like, nah, don't want to watch it anymore. Is it Twilight? Did Twilight ruin vampires for me? That would be terrible, honestly. We'll have to see when it comes out. If it does good, I'll watch it. You know the drill. But anyway, for real, we're wrapping up now. Thank you for watching this video. I have been the Sandy Man. Subscribe if you want more videos, more fun videos, more great stuff. I mean, I'll make them regardless, but I promise. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time, and bye, guys.